welcome to the Past Your Bedtime podcast. My name's Chifftie, and wow. I didn't think we were going to get to record this. I'm surprised it's even happening. It's been a long time. It's been over a year since I've uploaded the last one of these. I think I uploaded the last one December 2018, and it's 2020 now, so a lot's changed. And I've made a couple of videos since, like, me kind of disappearing, but I haven't really made a podcast, so you guys haven't heard what's been going on with me, because I liked this series because I was able to get a little more personal, I guess, to people that gave a shit. Yeah, the videos I make now, they're like 4 or 5 minute videos. You don't get, as much of me. It's more of a message, you feel me? It's not like me sitting down and talking for an hour and a half. And I really like this format. I think it's a great format, and it's really fun to explore. I just never had the confidence, I guess, to get behind the microphone and feel like I could talk for an hour and a half just over like some shitty music. I don't know. Before I left, I don't know how I'm gonna start this, but before I left, the channel was doing really, really good. And when I say before I left, I mean before I disappeared until I think August of 2019, when I uploaded my first video back, which is a lot different than what I used to make. And thank you to we'll get to that, but thank you to the people who are still watching. I know it's not that many, but thank you to the people that still watch my videos, even though it's very, very different from little gaming videos and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys supporting my passion. And yeah, anyway, before I left, the channel was doing great. I was editing gaming videos for people, and my channel was growing and at a pretty good rate. And if I would have kept that up, I think I would be a lot bigger than I am now, but I didn't, and we'll get to why I stopped. But we just need to address something. I'm only going to address this one time. I'm not going to censor anything. I'm just going to address it one time, and that'll be it. But some people that watch my videos are familiar with a YouTuber known as Madam. I think she changed her name to Princess Ash. And some of the people that subscribe to this channel are from her channel. And if you are still watching this or listening, thank you. I'm surprised you're here, but thank you. That means a lot to me. I know recently she's came under fire for a lot of shit, and honestly, I don't know enough about that to talk about it, nor do I care. But I'm just gonna say what happened to me and why it happened. If you don't care, please skip ahead. But I'm gonna say why I left, and she was kind of the reason I left. And yeah, that's about it. So me and Ashley had a pretty good relationship from about November 2018 and to about December. We talked a lot, and I started editing videos for her. That was my job, and she paid me. She said she was going to pay me. We had a good relationship. We talked a lot, and over time, I was making videos for her. Like, I was actually giving her videos. I think I made one for free. I said I'd make it for free, and that was a gaming video she took down. I think you have to be a member only to watch it now, but whatever. And I only asked for credit, which she gave to me. And then the second video I made for her was like a furry video, and I was in it, and I got paid to edit it. So it was pretty good, and I gave that to her, and she uploaded it, and I gave that one to her. But she didn't pay me for about a week or 2 weeks, and she was having me edit other stuff for her at the same time as she hadn't paid me yet. And the editing that she had me do was pretty time consuming, so I was kind of getting a little concerned. So basically all I did, I just messaged her and I was like, hey, from now on, can you pay me half, please, before I start a project, just so I know I'll get paid, because I was waiting for the money. I needed the money. And she like flipped out, and she said all this mean stuff on Instagram, and pretty much denounced my character in front of her entire audience, posting me on all her stories or all her social media, like saying, slandering me and saying all this bad stuff. Anyway, I was fine with that. I got a lot of shit for it, especially from her fans at the time, because everyone still liked her, I guess. Which, you know, I was fine with that. I didn't care that much. But I made a very, very, very stupid decision, and I sent this video that I was editing, the last video, that she never, like, she said keep it because she didn't want to pay me for it. And there was another person in that video. There was a YouTuber named Scubicide, and I said, I'll send it to you if you upload it to your channel. I just want someone to, like, people to enjoy it. And he said, yeah, I'll upload it to my channel, which was stupid of me. And I sent my work for free to some stranger I never talked to, nor did I trust. And he sent it to Madam, and Madam posted it, and it's still up on her channel. It's called something like Chuck Tingle video. And it says, like, featuring Leafy. And I was pissed off when that happened. And I have no one else to blame but myself for this, honestly. I was just being really, really stupid. And I took the video down because it was my video. And it got taken down. And then Ashley threatened to sue me for $15,000, or my parents, which, keep in mind, this was 2 years ago. I was very immature, and I thought that I was going to get sued for $15,000. There's a lot of legal issues with that statement that don't work. First of all, you can't sue someone in a small claims court. There's for that amount of money, but there's a lot of shit that we can go into. But at that time, I didn't know, so I was freaking out, and I have no one else to really blame for my behavior after this point. But basically, I yeeted off the internet. I dipped. I was gone, and I was scared that I was gonna get served to court. During this time, she leaked the city I live. Well, not the city. I don't live in the city that she posted, but it was near where I lived, and it was kind of messed up. She leaked my age and everything. It was messed up, and so she at least got like the area of where I kind of live. So I was scared that she was actually gonna try to sue me. And so after that, I was gone off the internet. I didn't talk to anyone really. I ignored a lot of the friends I made over those couple of months, and my channel suffered drastically. During that time, I was very scared, and I right now I wish I could go back and be like, bro, stop being stupid. Shit, nothing's gonna happen to you. But I really thought. I thought it was the end of the world, and because my parents don't have that amount of money, they don't have that money, and so I was petrified, I mean, who tells a freaking 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid all that stuff and not expect him to kind of overreact, Not saying that I'm extremely mature now, but I'm more mature than I was then, and now if it would have happened, I would have shaken it off, but back then I was terrified. I was getting a lot of shit from all sides, especially her community, and I don't blame them. They're just trying to support the creator that they like, and people were telling me to kill myself, all this every day, and that's the shit you sign up for when you start putting yourself out there on the internet. I just wasn't ready for it, personally. But now if that was to happen, I wouldn't care. But it was just a different person. It was a different me. It was a different time. But that's all I'm ever gonna say about that. There's my side of the story. There's more crap that I can go into, but I just don't care. And it seems like Ashley destroyed her own YouTube career, so I don't think anyone cares anymore. But after that, I didn't really do anything on you because YouTube's all I really had. I used to play sports. I don't really anymore. I still go to the gym and stuff like that, but like no organized sports. And so I didn't really do anything. Which kind of led me into feeling purposeless, and it was a feeling where I'm not a very smart person. I have dyslexia and a lot of other learning disabilities, and it really prevents me from performing well in school. And so I'm at the age now where people are starting to talk about you need to go to college, you need to apply to colleges. And during this time, people were telling me that, and I don't want to go to college. I'll get into what I want to do, but I don't want to do that. That's not a path I want to take in my life. And during that time, I just thought I was seeing all these people succeed around me, and I felt worse about myself. Honestly, I was just jealous of the success other people were getting. But it didn't process through my head that in order to get that success, you have to work. And I didn't put any hard work in. I didn't do anything. So it led me to be a dark, deep hole. It was a very, very dark hole that I went into of just isolation. And, I don't like saying the word I was depressed because, depression is something that's very normalized in our society. But I had to go to like a therapist, or I told my doctor some stuff, and they made me go to like a psychologist. I don't know what it's called. But, I was diagnosed as clinically depressed, and I mean, I'm not proud of it, but that's something that I had to deal with. I'm not anymore, thank God, but it was my fault. It was my fault that I was like that. Some people can't control, how they feel or how they have anxiety or whatever. But in a situation like mine, I was the only one in control. Because after I did shit, I felt great. But I didn't do anything. I would just sit on my ass and not do anything. And I continued that cycle so the situation happened about, I think it was New Year's Eve, all that shit was going down. And I didn't do anything until about August of 2019. So I wasted a whole year of my life being scared and sad for no reason besides some person on the internet who lived on the other side of the country. I live in Southern California. I'm not going to say where Ashley lives. You can look that up. But on the other side of the country, over, a YouTube video? Almost a year of my life wasted over that. And I'm so angry at myself that I let myself do that. But I can't go back and change it. And the only thing I can do now is learn and maybe help someone else in a situation like that and learn from my mistakes. So anyway, I didn't do anything, and I didn't do anything until in the summer. I had to go help my grandma. She was cleaning out her garage, and she asked for help, and so I was helping her cleaning her stuff out. And in the back of the garage, I found this like VHS camcorder. And I've always been interested in cameras because I never could get my hands on one because I don't have money for that. And so I saw it and I was like, Grandma, can I like keep this? And she looked at it and she's like, yeah, it probably doesn't work. And so, I took it home and I've always watched music videos. I'll get into that later. I have a passion for music videos. I have passions for not passion, that sounds weird, but I really, really look up to editors like the group Brother. They make really cool music videos, like Travis Scott music videos and Weeknd music videos. And a director and editor called Lone Wolf. Those people use VHS effects. And I know VHS is kind of overplayed, especially with like the filters on Snapchat and Instagram. But like raw VHS footage in some like a form, like a music video, like a high budget music video is just really, really cool to me. So I saw this and I took it home and I tampered with it. It didn't work at first, and I figured out how to make it work. The batteries were fried, so I figured out how to take the cord and make it into the battery thing. Anyway, it was hard, and it took about a month to get it to work. And once I did, I had to wear a backpack with a generator on my back, like one of those things that fills up tires. And so in order to power the camera, but it was worth it because I had actual VHS footage. But then I had to figure out how to convert the footage from a tape, because they did VHS tapes. I have one on my hand right here. They had to convert. I don't know why. I acted like I was showing the camera some. There's no camera. The camera is tape because it's from 1983. I think that's what the year is from. And so I had to figure out how to hook up a VHS VCR player to my computer in order to record it. And the way I went about doing that, sorry if I'm nerding out, I know a lot of people don't care, but the way I did it was I hooked it up to a capture card I used to make Minecraft videos with that I had since I was like 11. And I was able to convert it over. So that was like the first step in starting to get interested, because for a while I wasn't interested in videos. But that was like the first step into reintroducing myself to my love for, media and videos and photography and all that shit. During this time when I first got the VHS camcorder, I didn't have very many friends. I mean, I had friends and acquaintances at school, but nothing like that went, you talked every day, all that stuff. But then I like joined like this like little collective at my school that really like liked the same stuff I did. And it was like called Nasos, and that's why on my newer videos with all like the crazy editing and stuff like that, you'll see that the little logo and stuff like that, just to like support them, I guess. But that was the first step in me like getting even more into doing videos, because I do videos for them and all that stuff. And that was like the first step in me like getting into that, because during that time I built like a really big like over the years, not during that time specifically, but over the years I built like this interest for music videos. I absolutely adore music videos. You can name any song, even if I don't like the genre, and I can tell you who directed it. I love people like Director X. He directs a lot of Drake and Rihanna, like more mainstream. Cole Bennett, he's alright. He like, the thing I like about Cole Bennett is not necessarily his editing style. I'm not a fan of it personally. But I respect him in the fact that he made video directors like kind of like in the same stance as like what he did with Lyrical Lemonade, kind of made him hit like an own celebrity in his own right. A lot of other video directors that work on bigger projects than Cole Bennett don't necessarily have as big of a following as he does. He's kind of like the pop star of rap videos, and I respect the hell out of him for that. That's amazing what he was able to accomplish. A kid from Chicago being able to go out and make an entire brand of just making music videos for, I really respect that. And to be able to host events, and because he doesn't just make music videos, he has a whole like label and a company, and I really respect that. And where he's taken that company, I think it's amazing, and I can't wait to see what he does with it. But in just specifically video editing and technicality and style, I'm not a big fan of his editing, but I am a big fan of people like Brother, or Brother is like a collective of I don't know if they're actual siblings, but they're two friends, or two guys that edit like on really shitty old laptops and make like amazing music videos from like nothing pretty much. And I just respect that so much in their shots. And you can see, if you look up the Travis Scott Goosebumps music video, or what's it called, Butterfly Effect, or something like that. That's where I get my editing style from, and I'm still trying to remove myself away from that type of editing a little bit to create my own style, but not necessarily too comfortable in it. But you definitely can see my influence, or their influence upon me. But I've always liked rap music. So getting into music videos and me liking videos and video editing and all that stuff was kind of natural for me, and it was a thing I like during. But you definitely can see their influence over me, and I respect the hell out of those guys. And Og, they're really cool, and yeah, I can nerd out about music videos for in fucking hours. So we'll move on from that. After I started like getting back into media and all that stuff, I accidentally created a successful sticker brand. That was, well, not that successful, but I accidentally made something really cool. during that time, while I was getting back into media, I started making stickers, like the strawberry Chifftie logo with like the zombie. It can be a zombie. That I made that as a sticker, and I sold it to my friends at school for like $1, and I sold a lot. I got the stickers for I think $19 for 100, and I think I sold all of them. So it was like the first time I've ever actually made money off of anything I ever made. So that was like a big like whoa moment for me. That's weird. A big whoa moment for me. And then after that I made a couple more, not with the same amount of success, which is understandable. I think for the first time people were just trying to like, I guess, support me. But then I wanted to make something because like for a while during that time where I wasn't really doing anything, I always wanted to get into like streetwear and clothing and all that stuff, but I'm not a big fashion guy. But I just wanted like, I wanted something like Lyrical Lemonade, you know? I really, really respect that, and I don't want to be a copy of that, but I wanted something like that. And I loved making stickers at the time, so I put them two together and I created my sticker company called Deedle. And I started selling Deedle stickers, and I started making a little bit of money from that, and then I was like, okay, I want to try to do something. And so I made these sticker packs over a couple months. I think they had 9 different sticker designs in them, and they were packaged nice. They looked like professionally packaged, and I sold out all of them, but I was extremely proud of them. At the end of the day, I only made 24, but I sold them for $10 each, and they cost, since I make everything all by myself, or these stickers I made by myself. The other ones I sent to a company called Sticker Mill. I love those guys. You should, if you want to make stickers, check them out. But I make the other ones myself using sticker paper now. And so all the materials in full only cost $10 to make, and I sold 28 for $10. So that was a big profit for me. And that was the first time I ever realized that, you know, I could, if I put my mind to it, actually accomplish something, which I did. I'm gonna plug myself real quick. Go follow the Deedle Instagram account. Links in the description. You should go follow it. It's at Deedle. At Deedle Store, sorry. It's at Deedle Store. You should go follow it. You don't have to. But that was the first time that I saw what hard work could do, and it did pay off. And now I'm still working on Deedle, not as much because I'm working on a lot of other things, but that was one thing that I like. It opened my eyes to see like, holy shit, if I actually put my mind to something, I can fucking accomplish it. And that was just, I know it's mind blowing, but that just blew my mind. And it was perfect timing when this was starting to happen. I'm not a big religious person. I have a hard time believing that God exists. I'll do another episode about religion if you want, but I don't think anyone cares about that. I have a hard time believing in that stuff. But this was the one time in my life where I was like, damn, there must be something that exists, because this is no way. I had the VHS camcorder and I was busting my ass trying to like work out this editing style, and I made Insecure, that video that I posted. It's the one with the purple looking thumbnail with a picture of like an alien looking me. Anyway, I had to use my I didn't have a like a camera besides the VHS camera, so I used my iPhone, and this will go on another thing, but I used my iPhone to take reference pictures and videos of me doing tasks, and then I would animate them. A lot of people think it's like a camera effect, but the videos that I've been making, the animation style I've been developing, is hand animated frame by frame, and it's grueling how long it takes. Like, people were like, bro, where's the video? It took 3 months for me to make another video after that one, but I worked on it every single day. Like, it's the hardest style that I think I've done. It's so time consuming. It's frame by frame. And anyway, that's something I've had to work on developing an animation style for it. But back to the God thing. So I made the Insecure video and it did pretty well, and I was really happy with it. I was very, very happy with it. And after that came out, I didn't really work on any video for a little bit. I was taking a break. I was, school started back up. I was doing that thing, trying, and I was on YouTube one day and I was looking up. I was on Amazon. I was Amazon and I was like scrolling and I was looking for cameras because I've always wanted a camera I could use. I never had like a professional camera I could use, and I was scrolling. There was this one that said like 4K camera, shoots in 4K, 120 frames per second, and it was like $100, and it looked really, really fishy, and it had like 5 stars with like 4 reviews. And so I copy and pasted the name of the camera into YouTube, and it wasn't a well-known camera, so there was only one video on it, and I clicked on that video. I watched the entire thing. It was a good video. It was funny. And it was just like a comparison of why the camera was dog shit and a scam and you shouldn't buy it. But then I left a comment and I was being nice, because usually on it was a smaller channel that didn't have very many views or comments, and it was a pretty quality video. Like, I was impressed by the quality of the video. And so I left a comment and it was like a nice comment. I was like, I'm in the camera it was like a nice video. That's all I said. I said nice video. And the guy that made the video, his name's Tony. God bless Tony. Commented back something like, are you in the market for a camera? And yeah, haha, like he was having like a conversation with me in his comment section, and I was just being nice. So I was like, yeah, I'm looking for something. And then he like sent me his business email, and don't accept things from strangers on the internet, kids. But I emailed him and he asked me if I wanted one of his old cameras he used for a review, specifically one that cost about $600. And I know in like camera sense is $600. Yeah, that's a pretty like medium quality camera. But for me, that's insane. I don't own a camera. I have an iPhone. The older iPhone. That's the camera I have, or I had at the time. And so I said sure, and I sent him my PO box. No, I sent him my address. I was an absolute idiot. Don't do that. Don't do that either, kids. I sent him my address, and he said all right. And then he didn't respond, so I was like, oh my god, a bomb's gonna be sent to my house. I'm going to die. And 2 weeks later, I get a package and a box at my door, which I thought it was a bomb. I opened it outside. I thought I was gonna die. And it is the camera, he said, with the charger, the batteries, and the camera's brand new. Brand new camera. I think it was used once, but it was like everything was there, and it came with a light, all this nice stuff he put in there that was extra. It didn't even come with the camera, and it didn't have a note. It didn't say anything else. And I was like, thinking about it. That's crazy. I'm like, I get emotional thinking about that. That's just ridiculous that even happened in the world. You hear about all this crazy shit happening in the world, and you don't think some guy that he was also on the other side of the country, because it had his address too. It wasn't a PO box he sent it from. He sent it from his home address, and all the way across the country to ship it over to some kid in Southern California. And that's just insane. Insane. And so I sent him an email thanking him, and he didn't respond. And he still makes YouTube videos, and I comment on them all the time, and he just acts like nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened. I'm like, if I send someone a fucking expensive ass camera through the mail, and they I'd want something in return, This guy wants nothing, and that's insane to me. So God bless Tony. Shout out Tony. I will leave his channel in the description. Shout out Tony. Love Tony. And yeah, love you, Tony. Thank you. I have little notes right here. So after I got the camera, I made a video called "Live Like Nobody Cares About You," That video did quite well. I went out to the city that day, or into the city, and I shot some stuff of like downtown, and you know, it was a fun day. And then I did the animations, which took a very, very long time. And that video did pretty well too. Not as good as the Insecure video, but you know, both of them are doing pretty well. And I'm really happy with this new style I'm doing. If you guys haven't seen those videos, please go check them out. A lot more effort than this podcast. This podcast, literally, I was taking a shit about like how long I've been recording. I was taking a shit about 40 minutes ago, and I was like, bro, I need to make a podcast. And then I'm now here. So I think I'm gonna cut it once. I think I'm gonna take a break once to like go pee or something. I already talked about that. Okay, well, I know I already touched on it, but developing an animation style, I actually, the first time I used that animation style was not in the Insecure video I uploaded. It was in a short film I made for a school competition during the time I didn't do anything. So I guess, yeah, I did do something. I did a school like film festival thing with my girlfriend. It was her original music. You should go check out her music. She's very talented. A link to her stuff in the description. She was on The Voice. So if you don't know what The Voice is and you're not from America, it's a singing show. I don't know. Anyway, it was her original song, and we shot some of her doing some stuff with my phone, and I hated it. It looked so bad and cringy, and I just could not bring myself to create something like that. Because this was the first experience I ever had making something with like actual video. Before that, I was very comfortable at just making gaming videos. Don't get me wrong, you know, gaming videos, they're, you know, it's a different style and art you have to learn in like its own respective right. But that's all I ever had experience with. And I'm just not good at taking shots or taking footage, recording stuff, taking shots. So I hated it. And the deadline was like in a week. And so I just sat down one day and I was like, what if I just roughly draw this frame and animate it? The drawing. And so I did that. And I loved it. I really, really liked it. I really don't usually like the stuff I make, but I loved it. I'll leave a link to the description of my website. We'll get to that in a second, but my website, and it's called Plastic Smile. You can watch it if you want. There's some things I would change. It's a little cringy now, but if you're not cringing at your stuff, then it means you're not growing. There's some stuff I would change about it, but you know, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with that video. But that video helped me develop this animation style, and I'm really, really proud of my animation style because I think it sets me apart from a lot of other creators. And it makes me feel unique, and it's always fun to feel unique. I'm sure someone else has done it before, but the only person I've ever seen that's had a style like this, so I'm happy with that. I already talked about brother. So I want to talk about what's next for me and what I've been doing. So I've had a problem with being lazy for a long period of my life. Not in the sense of I don't like do stuff physical, but I'm a very active person, and the gym is even when I wasn't doing anything, the gym has always been a very, very big priority in my life. Ever since I've lost weight, I used to be very heavy and I lost weight, and ever since then, you know, weightlifting and powerlifting have always been a big you know, passion in my life. I wouldn't say fitness is my passion, but it's something that I really, really enjoy, and I hope that I'll continue in the future. But in a sense of not doing, I just totally forgot what I was talking about, but in a sense of not doing what I want to do, like a hobby or something like that, besides fitness, I'm very, very lazy. I'll just sleep. But since about the end of November, I have been busting my ass. I really, really, really want to make music videos for a living. That's a dream of mine that I want to come true so bad. And for the longest time, I thought it would just happen. but that's not how life works, you know? And so it's hard to find clients. It's hard to find your first clients who'll actually pay you. And so I've been grinding my ass off to try and build a portfolio, do stuff. And so that's why I bought the domain to a website. I built the website using WordPress. It was a pain in the ass. I hate WordPress. I hate coding. It's awful. But I did it, and I'm very proud of the website. And so I built a portfolio, and I've been going to rap concerts and stuff like that just to get, you know, shots of rappers and tagging them on Instagram and trying to get their attention to see my work, and maybe we can work together. And you know, it's finally actually starting. You know, I've been busting my ass on that. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see some of my work, or go on my website. But I've been busting my ass on that stuff, and that's why I haven't been uploading. It's not that I'm not doing anything anymore. It's that I'm doing other things besides working on the Chifftie YouTube channel, which I love, and it's my passion to, you know, because music videos aren't, I guess, me behind the camera, or it's me behind the camera, but it's not also me in front of the camera. And this YouTube channel has always been me in front of the camera and behind the camera, and that's why I love it so much. But I've been working on a lot of other things, and it's finally actually starting to pay off, and I'm actually starting to get clients, and it's a really, really exciting time because it's actually starting to pay off, and I'm really, really excited for that. But there's a thing that I'm starting to think about and question. It's the fact that, you know, Chifftie, I branded everything for music videos underneath Chifftie, and I want Chifftie to be me. Like, that's my name, especially with a lot of these rap shows and like among those people, I never actually tell them my real name. It's just Chifftie. And I feel like Deedle, my sticker thing, has kind of been left to the side, and I recognize that a lot of music video directors have like a media company, and then they have, you know, their alias. So like, for example, Nicholas Jandora, he's a great music video director. He directs a lot of Little Sky videos and all that stuff. He has Jandora's Media, and then he has Nicholas Jandora. Two separate things. Nicholas Jandora is himself. Jandora Media is his media company. So that's what I was thinking of doing, making Chifftie, because I still want to put out the stuff that I make on another channel and interviews and all. I want to do everything hip hop. I want to do that. I want to do interviews. I want to do all these things, but not. I want to post them on YouTube, but not on the Chifftie YouTube channel. I want the Chifftie YouTube channel to always be me, and me talking behind a camera or in front of a camera, not someone else or someone else's song. And so I think I'm going to make another Deedle channel specifically, and I want to take Deedle, instead of just being a sticker only company, which I still will make stickers, but make it a company, like an actual company, to where we make music videos. That's what we do. We just everything hip hop. That's what I want to do. That's my dream. And I'm trying to do that, but right now I kind of put myself in a hole to where my website's Chifftie.com. My clients are starting to know me as Chifftie.com. I'm gonna have to make the change now, or for kind of forever hold my peace. I mean, I guess I could, but it'd be a lot harder in the future. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. As for the future of this channel, I really want to keep uploading on here. I should have a video coming out on February 1st. 2020, obviously. That it's very different from my other videos. It's not as flashy in your face. It's more reserved. It's kind of like a Vox video, and I'm really, really passionate about it, and I love it. A thing that I've learned for these videos that I've been making is I have to set a deadline, or else I won't work on something else. So yeah. Please let me know if you have any, I guess, suggestions for what I should do with the Deedle Chifftie situation. I'm not sure. I posted some of my work on my second channel. I don't know. Like, let's check real quick. I don't think anyone else saw it. Yeah, it has like 1 view, which is understandable. I don't think anyone gives a shit. But, you know, it's whatever. Oh, that was loud. Sorry. That's just kind of where I'm at right now in my life. That was a little recap. The Past Your Bedtime podcast is back, boys. I'm not sure what day I'm going to be posting it, but it'll be once a week. It's not hard to get behind a microphone. For the most part, I'm just lazy or it takes a long time to export. But I want everything on this channel to be quality, and I felt like some of those Past Your Bedtime podcasts were kind of thrown together last minute because they were. So I think I'm going to record this. I'm recording this right now on a Wednesday morning. It's like 1 a.m. And then I'm going to probably edit it tomorrow and then post it on like Friday or something, or Sunday. I don't know. Probably Sunday. This will probably go up on Sunday. So if you're watching this on Sunday, shout out you. And if you're not, shout out you. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone that's actually stuck and subscribed to this channel. Every person who leaves a nice comment, even people that don't leave nice comments, thank you for giving me engagement. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. If you've gotten this far, comment down penis butthole in the comments. No spaces, just penis butthole. That's PenisButthole. Penis butthole. Thank you very much for listening. My name's been Chifftie, and peace out, guys.